Good morning, students. Today we will be learning about rotational symmetry, how to rotate a shape around its own outline, and we will be looking at the order of rotation and the angle of rotation using the software Geogebra. So this is the interface that will appear when you open the screen of Geogebra Geometry. On the top right hand corner there is a setting gear. As I click on this, there are several options appearing. Since for this activity I need a whiteboard, so I don't need access. I'm going to uncheck the access, and then I'm going to uncheck the grid as well. So this is my whiteboard appearing for the Geogebra activity now. On the left hand side there are certain tools appearing. As you click on, there are basic tools, editing tools, then there are constructing tools for circles, and then there are measuring points, lines, circles, polygons, transform as well. So here today we will be using the media, transform, polygons, and the basic tools for editing. Okay, so let's begin with any polygon. So moving to the Polygons tool, I'm selecting a regular polygon here. So it says that select 2 points and enter number of vertices. So I'm going to first click on my whiteboard and I'm going to select 2 points. So it opens a dialog box which asks me that how many vertices I want. So it defines my shape. So here I'm going to define my shape as with 6 sides. So 6 vertices. I'm going to draw a hexagon. So I have entered 6. So here comes my hexagon. So now selecting the move tool, I'm going to bring it a little down so that it towards the center of the screen. Now deciding for the center point, that what is going to be my center point. For that I'll be taking the help of this segment, line segment. I will be drawing a diagonal from point D to A, and then another diagonal from point E to B. So here I can see exactly that where is going to be my center point now. I'll choose point. I click on the board randomly. So this is my point. Now selecting the move tool, I click on point. So the formatting tools for point opens. Now here I'll change the color of the point now and then increase the size of the point as well. So this is going to be my center. It gives me to define my label of the point, so I'm defining it as the center of the shape. So I enter center and I ask to show label. So I'm done with the formatting of my center point. I move it towards the center of my shape. So this is exactly where my center would be. Now I don't need the line segments anymore, so I'm going to select them and I'm deleting. Select and delete. Alright, so this is my center now. Okay, now moving towards starting with the rotation, and so for that I'll be needing a measuring tool, a slider. As I click on slider, I'll be rotating about an angle, so I click on angle, and then maximum angle here is appearing 360. Here I need to change the angle because I'll be rotating it in a full circle, so I'm changing it to 360. I'll be selecting this name of the angle that I would be needing in a while. So I'm selecting this alpha and I'm pressing Ctrl C to copy. Now after this I'll move to the transform tool, and transform tool I'll rotate around the point. It says select object to rotate and center point, then enter an angle. So I select the shape and then click on the center. As I click on the center, it asks me for the angle. I select the angle which is already defined here and I paste my angle alpha here. I'm going to rotate it clockwise, so I select on clockwise. Now I click on OK. So now here you see that another transformation of a shape is appearing. The same shape is appearing, and let me show you that if I move the slider, you can see that the shape is moving as well, rotating on its axis. Okay, so let's start rotating the shape on its axis. I will be using a pen here and I'm marking a point that I'm bringing my rotation from here, this point. Okay, so let's begin with rotation. Okay, as I rotate. Okay, so the first rotation I'm getting at 60 degrees and the shape is exactly fitting in its own outline. So this way I will be rotating it 2, 3, 4, 5, and now 6. Alright, so now moving towards the text tool, I have the text tool here in the media. So I click on text tool and I enter the name of my shape. My shape was hexagon. Sorry, the editing. Hexagon. The angle of rotation was 60 and my order of rotation equals 6. So here the idea is that when you multiply the angle of rotation by the order of rotation, you should get the 360 degree angle. So when I multiply 60 by 6, so I'm getting 360. So this is how I can confirm if my order of rotation is correct or not. So I'll move it a little bit to the top so that it defines the complete order of rotation and rotation symmetry for this shape. Now moving towards the next task, that what else can we do? Now we can use different shapes, we can use different polygons to create rotational designs as well. So let me move the graphics view a little. I'm moving it a little to the top. And okay, now so let's start creating some rotational design. So I'm clicking on polygon this time and I click on making up a polygon this time and I'm making a triangle. In order to complete the triangle, I have to join all the dots, so that now this is my triangle. So now I'll be selecting the point and doing the same thing as I did for earlier, that I'm selecting the move tool and I'm going to decide it for the increasing the center point, changing its color so that my center is appearing. Okay, so now I can decide on any point so that which point I will be rotating the shape. So this time I'm rotating the shape on the point I select this point as my center, and then I'll move towards the transform tool and selecting the rotator on the point. So I'm going to select the object and then select the point. So here automatic the angle that is appearing here is 45 degrees. Let's suppose I change the angle to 50 degree. And then I'm okay, this time I'm okay with clockwise again and I select OK. So you see that now this is the transformation appearing. So let's continue rotating the shape on its center point. Each time I'll be selecting the shape and rotating the shape around the center point. So this is my center point and this is my shape that I will be rotating this time. Again I'm choosing the angle 50 degrees and I'll move clockwise, click OK. I'm going to complete my rotation using the same step by rotating the angle on its point to make it a full 360 degree turn. As you can see that each time the rotation reflection transformation is appearing. Okay, so this is how we can complete a design using the rotational symmetry. So one more rotation to go and then my design is ready. Clockwise. So students, so this is my design, and let's see that what happened if I move it toward from the center of my rotation. You see that I can turn it into different design also if I'm moving it towards its center. You see that? Oh wow. Okay, So let it be this time, rotating it. Okay, I'm keeping this as my design this time. And what I can do, that I can format each shape now, and I can change that how my shape should appear. I can change its color, and then going towards the settings and the colors, I can even change the fill color, and I can also change the style of filling. So I want the chessboard. So you see that now the design is appearing as a chessboard. I click on the shape, I click on the settings, and after clicking on the settings, I go to the color. Okay, this time I want this orange, and I want the style to be the chessboard again, and this time this shape is appearing orange. How? So this way I can complete my rotational symmetry design as well. Isn't that amazing to see? Do you see that how moving about the center of rotation you can change its design? So this is all about the lesson today. Do try it out at home. The software is easy to download and you can use it online as well. Do watch this tutorial and be ready for the lesson. Take care.